What if the cells your body needed to become a father were frozen when you were just a boy? That question stopped being hypothetical last year. A man had his testicular tissue removed before childhood cancer treatment. That same tissue, transplanted back decades later, produced living sperm. No one was certain it ever could. You are watching Future Cookie. And this is the kind of story we exist to tell. The ones where science quietly rewrites what doctors believed was impossible. The ones where the people waiting for that rewrite finally get to breathe. His name has not been made public. What we know is this: he was diagnosed with cancer as a child. Before treatment began, doctors removed and froze a small sample of his testicular tissue. The chemotherapy that would save his life would almost certainly end his fertility. That was the trade. Survive now, grieve later. He survived, he grew up, and somewhere in a freezer, that tissue waited. Years later, researchers at the University of Pittsburgh and their collaborators tried something remarkable. They thawed that frozen tissue. They transplanted it back into the man's body, and then they waited again. Now here is where most people assume they know the ending. Experimental procedure, promising results, more research needed. That is usually the script. But stay with this, because what happened next separates this story from every hopeful headline before it. The transplanted tissue began to function. His hormone levels shifted. Researchers examined the results. They found sperm production, not a trace, not a marker. Actual sperm developing from tissue frozen for years and returned to a body that had survived cancer treatment. So how does this actually work? And why had it never succeeded in a human being before? The tissue preserved before treatment contains something called spermatogonial stem cells. Say it slowly. Spermatogonial stem cells. These are the foundational cells responsible for producing sperm throughout a man's life. The challenge has always been whether those cells could reintegrate. After freezing, after transplant, after years of silence, in animal studies they could. In the handful of human attempts before this one, the signals were unclear. What this case demonstrated, cautiously and for the first time, is that the biological conversation between those stem cells and the human body can resume, even after years of silence. Researchers are careful. This is one case, one patient. The field will need more data before this becomes a clinical pathway. But in science, one case is sometimes the entire argument for why the next 100 patients deserve the chance. And that is where the stakes become impossible to separate from the science. There are boys in cancer treatment right now, children whose fertility is being banked against a future they are just trying to reach. The question haunting their doctors is not whether the tissue can be preserved, it is whether it can ever be returned. Whether the sacrifice made at age 7 or 9 or 11 can someday be reversed. This case does not answer that completely, but it moves the answer from maybe to possibly. And in medicine, possibly is where everything begins. Think about what it means to grow up knowing your body was reshaped by something you did not choose. This holds a different kind of future than he was handed. The signal this sends through the field is significant. Fertility preservation programs for pediatric cancer patients exist in part on a promise. The promise that tissue being stored will one day be usable. This result strengthens that promise. It also opens harder questions. Questions about safety, about which patients are candidates, about how to ensure transplanted tissue does not inadvertently reintroduce cancer cells. Researchers are actively working on those boundaries. The science is not finished, but it is no longer purely theoretical. A human body accepted this tissue. A human body responded. Somewhere, a man who was told at the beginning of his life that survival had a cost is holding a different kind of future than he was handed. If this kind of story matters to you, if you want to keep finding out what is actually moving in science before it becomes common knowledge, this channel is where you belong. Hitting subscribe takes 3 seconds. It means you will never miss the moment a story like this one first surfaces. We would love to have you here for every episode. The world you wake up in tomorrow is already being shaped by what researchers confirm today. That is the only thing Future Cookie has ever wanted you to feel when you press play. We would love to know what you want to explore next. Drop a question in the comments. Tell us what corner of science or technology has been living in the back of your mind. We read them, we build episodes from them. This is the beginning of that conversation, not the end of it. Thank you for joining us today. This is Future Cookie.